welcome back. So this was supposed to be Shrek's project, but it's been sat there and I'm sick of waiting. So basically I'm doing it. I want to see what this looks like built. So this is the Guardian ship, set 76193, retails in the UK for £134.99 and has 1,901 pieces. Don't forget the one. And that's about 7 pence a piece. So, as I've said before, I'm not really into the Marvel stuff, but we seem to have an awful lot of it. And this is obviously from the Infinity Saga, because it's the Guardians of the Galaxy ship. Properly known as the Benatar. I don't know why it's not called the Benatar on here. Admittedly, I am going to be singing Love is a Battlefield in my head all the way through building it. But there you go. And it comes with Rocket, Star-Lord, Groot, my absolute favourite. I love Groot to little pieces. Mantis, angle it a bit more, Thor, and a Chitauri. So you get quite a reasonable amount of figures in there. But I'm very impressed with the pack art on this one. Angle it like that. There you go. You can sort of see the comic strip style down here, which I think looks really cool. Bottom of the box, just your usual legal crap. Top of the box, your one-to-one is the Star-Lord minifigure, and we all know how big a minifig is. And again, some more of the cool sort of comic strip stuff, and that's what we've got on the sides as well. Apologies for the noises my laptop is making. And then on the back, you've got the, I'm calling it the Benatar, to hell with it, on its stand, which is the main reason I'm really intrigued. I know roughly the parts that are going to be in for making the stand, but I'm looking forward to that bit. Again, initially these pieces here where you've got the round plate and then you click down onto it, the cog piece, I'd just know. But you need to be firm with them. And now I've got past my I'm terrified of breaking shit, I know I can get them together. But my first approach on it, on I think it's the astronomy tower, that tower was really wobbly for months, and then I finally decided to give it a good old press, and hey presto, nothing snapped off and it worked. But then it shows you here just some scenes. Groot, it's the important bit. We've got a Groot. Let's get into it and see what it comes with, because this is always the best bit. Lots of lovely pieces. Look at that. The worst of this is I've got one day off to build it in. Loads of crap I need to do, so I don't know how well this is going to work. So bag 14 is clearly all the stand pieces because of the black. So 13, 12, I live in fear of being a bag missing. 11. The amount I build, it's going to happen. It really has to happen. 10. Where's 9 gone? There he is. I'm just going to say, there we go, we've got a bag missing. So I've got 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to assume, I can't actually see it in the bag, I'm going to assume this has a orange brick separator with it, just purely because the Benatar is orange. And can I just say at this point, I've not watched the second Guardians film. I saw the first one and wasn't overly keen, so I haven't bothered with the second one. There we go. That's the sticker sheet. I can live with that number of stickers. Definitely. And it's a nice big one size fits all booklet. And there it confirms 14 pieces. Oh, you gits, you don't get Groot till the very end. That's horrible. That's horrible. It really is. So, plenty of buildy goodness. I like the fact that we seem to be using weird colours so that you can help orientate yourself within the build, because that is always a problem for me. I'm a bit dyslexic with my left and right. I know that's not a thing. There probably is a proper term actually for really struggling with left and right directions. But so much so when I was doing my driving test, my instructor actually said to me, look, which wrist do you wear your watch on? Because that was the days when we all had watches. We didn't have mobile phones. Well, I'll wear it on the left, right. Well, make sure you wear that and use that every time they say, because you're a useless woman. And he was right. And it did work. Not that I drive anywhere. And then all the way through, building your stand, balancing it on the stand's going to be the hard bit. Yeah. Oh, it actually seats with pins. I like that idea. Pity they don't give us a plate to put the minifigs on. I'd like to have them on a plate outside it, and I only have the one spare, which I'm sure my other half is dying to nick for making another phone stand or something. And it shows you the other sets in the series, which is the, I think it's called the Dragonfly. It's the Black Panther ship. Shrek has that. It's got, I want to say it's called the Ironmonger, but I'm sure that's wrong, but he's got that. And I think that could be the only one we don't have, which I kind of want for the little brown van. And then you've got your parts list at this side for all 1,901 piece. Oh no, teal brick separator it rounds. Right, bag rummage time. Oh yeah, it is a teal one. That does surprise me. I genuinely thought that would have been orange to match in with everything else. So much so, I am going to use my little orange one that lives here in my little secret holder. So yeah, 1,900 pieces. It's gotta be about 5 hours build, wasn't it? Really does have to be about 5 hours, I would have said. So I am going to go away, and around lunch and other bits and pieces I've got to do this morning, I'm going to make a start. It's just cracking on for 10 o'clock. So I've already got most of my chores out of the way before I started. So I'm hoping to have this done late afternoon, just in time for tea. Oh joy. So I'm going to go get this done, and I will see you again very soon. That was a surprisingly quick build. It genuinely was. 4 3/4 hours, that's all. However, I am seriously in the zone today. I enjoyed every single minute of that. I don't know why. It just, yeah, everything's just come together on the build front today. Doesn't happen very often. Just lately I've found I've had to push myself a little bit. So we'll look at the figures. We'll start with Star-Lord. One day I will get a camera that can focus close up. And I knew when I got it, it didn't have particularly good close up. But that's the front of the outfit, and it's two stun guns, whatever they are. That's the back, and he does have two faces. We've got a cheerful one and a bit of a grumpy one. I prefer the cheerful one, so that's staying on the front. So that's Star-Lord. Then we've got a Chitauri. That's what he looks like from the front and from the back. I like the back of the head print on that one. Not too sure about the weapon. I've seen a lot better Lego weapons than that. Then we have Mantis. And that's the front of her outfit. That's the front of the figure. I love this moulded headpiece. Just take it off because, see, it's the hair with the antenna is one piece. So you can see there, it's face one, and that's face two, and the back print on the top. Because of course, when you put the headpiece on, completely covers the rear detailing on the top. But just to shout out for how well those antennae match up with the actual head. That is awesome. That is really well detailed. Then we've got Thor. And that's the front, the Thor outfit. With his little cape. If that's supposed to be Mjolnir, that's appalling. Let me just take his hair off and lift his cape up, and then you can see the back print, sort of ish, maybe. And if I pull it down, that's one face, that's the other face. As you can see, I'm going for quite cheerful and chirpy Avengers. And we've got my favourites, which is Rocket. That's the front print, and that's the back print. I'm not pulling him apart to shift his tail so you can see the back print in more detail, but I do love the printed and moulded head. I think that's a really cool one. And of course, as we've already discussed, my favourite, the Guardians series, is the Groot, and he's got the big legs. I thought they might have done a medium leg on him because he's not quite baby Groot, but he's sort of like grumpy teen Groot. So it would have been nice, but I do like there's a lot more detail on this figure because you've got the leg and the torso printing. A little bit disappointed with the minifigures in that they are mainly torso prints with plain legs, apart from Groot. I find that's a bit of a letdown. I was expecting a bit more from it. But then we move on to the Benatar itself, and oh my god, this is incredible. Really happy with this. I've left the top off so that hopefully you can sort of see in here. You've got a little bay, you've got a donut there, you've got a coffee machine and a coffee mug, and just generally a little bit of a chill out space. Alright, so I'm going to try and put a couple of people in here so that I don't have to deal with populating my shelving unit, because I'm going to struggle like mad as it is. Hold that out to the side, young man, and I might be able to squidge you in there. And that was a bit of a drop, but never mind. Same. With the Chitauri, I could take the weapons off them, I suppose, to make them fit, but get more minifigs in there. Right, come on, Thor, my good man. You're just going to have to chuck in. Yeah, let's not talk about how I've done them. So, just literally just clips in. And this one just clips on there. You can see. And then at the front here, a whole bit opens up. We've got a little chair. In you go, Star-Lord. Oops, there's it. There we are. And it's got the little... Just sit there. It's got these move for you to navigate your ship. And then, of course, the wings, you have this bit that on both sides you can adjust. None of the external bits here are adjustable, so I'll just push these back up. And then at the back, again, these adjust. And they've got nice little brackets here. I hope you can see that stop them opening too far. You've got these as well, these fins here, these fins here. So it's quite an impressively thought through design. I am really surprisingly pleased with how it looks. That's what the top of it looks like. Please managed to tuck all the figures in. Right, I haven't played with this. Think I know where it's supposed to slot through. Do believe that is it. Yeah, that is it. And then you put it on its stand. There we go. And you can move it a bit closer. Is that going to be better? Yeah, I'm probably going to whack the camera. You can see it there. It's actually a slightly better angle than I had before. As you can see, it actually spins, rotates, whatever you want to call it. And we can make him look quite impressive by flicking everything out. Is that everything? Do believe that's everything. I'll spin him round as we discuss the horrendous bit about this one. So this is set 76193. Lego have decided to call it the Guardian's ship. It has 1,901 pieces. Retails in the UK for £134.99. 135 quid. Ouch. However, this is epic. I am absolutely blown away with how incredible this darned thing looks when it's built. I really am. I'm not a massive fan of the Marvel range of stuff. I like the Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah, I sort of like the helmets, but I'm not a massive fan of it. Like I said, this was supposed to be Shrek's project, but it got to the stage where, with his other commitments, he just doesn't have time between work and things that he does outside of work. He has a personal life, unlike me. It just wasn't going to happen. So it then became, well, if you want to see it, you build it. So I took him up on it. 5-star all the way. I'm incredibly thrilled with it. Just realised I didn't show some of the underneath detailing, which is probably not the best to do. Now he's on his stand, but you can see there you've got all these wonderful icy blue coloured discs that show the force field generators, that, or whatever they are, that give it its power. Hear it rattling like mad every time I move it, because I've got all the minifigures just lobbed in it. But that way it keeps the minifigures with the model. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So I just need to find somewhere for this beast to live, but I love the inclusion of the stand. It's so big, it really does need that stand. I think that's great, because I've tried modding stands for vehicles in the past, and it's not been pretty. So yeah, there we go. So thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed that video, and I'm going to see you again very soon. You have a great day. Bye bye. Yeah. whoopsie do. There we go.